Well, good morning, and thank you for coming and joining us this morning and celebrating these three fine athletes. First off, we're going to start off with our bowler, Jacqueline Porro. She's the youngest. She's a sophomore. So let's hear it for Jacqueline right off the bat. Jacqueline's right in the middle. Jacqueline, raise your hand. So Jacqueline and Coach Kevin Allen, they will be heading to Rockford this weekend for the state bowling tournament. She qualified from the sectionals this weekend. She will be competing Friday and Saturday for an individual in bowling. Jacqueline this season has had one of the greatest seasons of all time as an individual bowler. So almost every weekend I'm getting the updates. It's Jacqueline took first place, Jacqueline took second place. She ran a run of some seconds for a little bit there. But one tournament in particular, just to give you some ideas of some of the numbers, Jacqueline had a tournament where 3 of her games were averaged over 240. If you've ever bowled, that's one game, 240. So that's very impressive. We know that Jacqueline, carrying into that individual success with those numbers she can put up, she is already an elite, already one of the best in the state, and she gets to showcase that this weekend. All 3 of them have the potential here to really come home with some hardware. We know for a fact that they've showcased to us their talent, but they have the ability to not only represent themselves individually, their family, but the school this weekend and show the whole state why we're so proud of them. And that's why we're also proud of all of them. So Jacqueline Porro, Coach Allen, you want to talk any more?
Yeah, Jacqueline this season has had an incredible season. She was 3rd place all-conference this year with the 197 average on the season. She had an incredible run at our invitational that she took second place, and first place 3 weekends in a row with scores of 1280, 1280, 1275. That's basically averaging a 213 per game, 214 per game, which is super incredible to bowl 18 games and average about 215 for 18 games is amazing. So she finished 3rd place at our regional at Fox Bowl, shooting I think 1250 or 1248, something in that range. Bowled incredible there too. And then had some adversity in her sectional, and she really came through the last game with a nice 224 game to really propel her into those top spots to qualify for state. So, this is the first time she's had any state competition at the IHSA level, being a sophomore. Last season we didn't have that, so this is her first experience with it, and she came through and just, bowled incredible all day to get herself to qualify for Rockford. The state competition, she'll bowl 6 games on Friday. And then based on her scores, which I'm very confident in, so is our team and herself, that she'll qualify for day 2. And then bowl 6 more games on Saturday, and then see where she can end up with being one of the top bowlers in the state of Illinois. So
awesome.
She's super looking forward to this weekend and gain some awesome experience. And then what's even better is that she's only a sophomore, so we have 2 more seasons to even build off this. So very excited for what's to come and what's going to happen this weekend. So congratulations, yes. Jacqueline. You bowled amazing this season, but we're not done yet. We still have a couple more days. Okay?
Awesome. And stay tuned for updates. We'll be posting all updates as we get them in for Jacqueline. She is, once again, state tournaments in Rockford at Cherry Bowl. So if you're able to make that trip, she'll be there representing the Warriors. So once again, congrats, Jacqueline. Next up, we have Bella Domofsky, kind of stealing what Coach Allen just said. Last year, all 3 of these athletes would have probably been sitting in the same seats last year. Bella sat here as a sophomore, just like Jacqueline did 2 years ago, and now she's back as a senior. Not only is she put on definitely in decades, some of the greatest performances as a gymnast, female gymnast at Willowbrook of all time. She's put herself in a class. This year, so she's already a multi-state athlete, but she's also nominated as a finalist for Senior Gymnast of the Year. So we'll find out if she's the actual winner of that award on Friday night at Palatine as well. But Bella qualified in gymnastics state in the all-around. She also qualified in individual events in the uneven bars, in the balance beam, and in the vault. So she's going to be very busy this weekend. The state tournament is at Palatine High School, and it's Friday and Saturday as well. We know that she's going to do tremendous, like she's done all season. We were joking a little bit earlier. We cleaned up a few things. I came up there and showed a few tricks, so I think she's ready to go. So, no, it's very excited for Bella. I'm going to let Coach Isaacs in here. Coach Andy Isaacs talk a little bit more about some of that individual specifics and that success this season, not only for Bella, but the gymnastics team.
Yeah, just to thank everybody for the support that went into the team and for Bella. And Bella up for the Senior Gymnast of the Year as a true representative of the team. They scored 139 points, the highest that they've done since 1993. And that's what really impressed the judges. All the officials and the coaches were pulling for Bella and the team all throughout the entire season. It's her character, resiliency, and determination. She's had both her hips worked on, shoulder dislocated in the first meet of the season, finished the routine. Going to have heart work later on. She truly represents everything that a Willowbrook Warrior should be, and everybody should take great pride of that, and we take pride in her. She scored, oh my gosh, maybe a 9.5 nearly in every event that we've had so far, 9.5. She hasn't done all around since 8th grade, and she probably could be in good line to be a state champion on maybe 1 or 2 events. But she truly is the heart of the Willowbrook Warriors, and we're going to miss her for a lot more than her scores. So all the best of luck to her, and we're very proud of you, but we're very happy for you, more than proud of you, like all the athletes here.
All right, let's hear it for Bella Adamowski. And then last but not least, we got senior Nick Mabudas. Nick is qualified in wrestling. He'll be actually leaving today. Soon. They wrestle Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in Champaign, Illinois, at the University of Illinois. So Nick qualified at the 170-pound weight class. Nick is another one that last year he went undefeated and didn't get the opportunity to really run that whole season throughout his course and have a state series and state finals. So he's making up for two lost years in this one weekend right here to show the state what he's capable of doing. We knew he could be there last year, and we're proud of him to be here this year. To get to the state tournament in our sectional, just like every sport, just the grind that everyone here and a lot of you that have gone through, our sectional for every single sport is the top of the state. They have to go through that. So a lot of times just getting there, they've already weeded out a lot of the hard, some of the competition in the state, some of the best that just missed it because their sectional is so tough. So Nick got through that, Jacqueline and Bella all had to go through that grind just to get to that state tournament as well. So Nick will be wrestling this weekend. A little bit about Nick is, a little story is he is a pinner. And if anyone doesn't know what that means, is basically he puts them on their back, they don't get off their back, and he seems to do this really, really fast. I made a joke this last week, and I was like, Nick's probably going to pin everybody there. And he usually does it extremely fast. In the regional or sectional, I think he wrestled a total of, regional, he wrestled a total of like 30 seconds combined. He pinned one kid in 20 seconds, and he pinned the finals in the regional, who's also a state qualifier. He pinned him in like 10 seconds. And then this last weekend, to qualify for state, he pinned another kid in a minute, and then in another match, he already qualified, he pinned a kid in 50 seconds. So he is aggressive, he is fast, and he's going to show that to the whole state this weekend. Another thing about Nick is he's also an all-state football player this season. So he has the ability to join a very small group to become all-state in 2 sports, which is a tremendous honor. And he's already represented us extremely well throughout the course of his entire career, and we'll know that through this weekend. So once again, these Warriors, I just want to wrap up a little bit individually. Like I said, they're going to represent themselves. They're the finest group that can represent us as a school, and we're proud of them, and we can't wait to see them showcase their talents all throughout the state this weekend, which is located in Rockford, Palatine, and Champaign. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's the greatest weekend of the year to be able to travel and see all these different sports this weekend. So really excited for them. But before that, let's have Coach Ortiz talk a little bit more about Nick.
Not a whole lot more to say. I mean, Mr. Murphy said about a lot of it. Nick's he's been a 4-year starter for us in the varsity lineup. Those of you that know him, he carries himself with a lot of class. Comes in, he works hard, he leads by example. He's definitely set the bar pretty high for the kids coming up. But there's not a whole lot more to say about Nick. He's an all-state football player who plans on coming back and being all-state in wrestling as well. He's going to lead our program. He's going to lead our program on all the boards and our record boards in our wrestling. All-time wins, all-time pins, seasons, career, and then the MVP. And the last one we're trying to get, obviously, is get that hardware that down at state and come back and get our name on that board. that says we got some hardware. We're coming back as an all-state wrestler. But other than that, I mean, Nick's been here for 4 years, and he's been a varsity starter for us in 4 years.
Okay.
Trying to finish this year off great, on a high note, but without to have some fun. But there's not a whole lot more to say about Nick. About it.
Let's hear for Nick Mahoudis. All right, let's have one last big hand for all three of them. We have Bella, Jacqueline, and Nick. Wish them well.